Hey everyone, so you're going to have to deal with the new makeup going on. I'm going to go sit outside and work on my tan. Can you see it? A little bit. In a little bit. So I didn't put any makeup on. I went grocery shopping this morning, and who needs makeup for that? But I did this video last week, and it didn't load, so I'm going to redo it. I don't know what happened to it. It didn't save or whatever, but I'm going to do 2 reviews in one because I don't feel like making 2 separate videos. So the first review I'll do is going to be on Review-Ovaboost for women. And this is a dietary supplement designed to support egg quality and ovarian function and promote a healthy ovulatory cycle. And if you start Googling PCOS and, supplements to take, this one pops up repeatedly. It's got vitamin E. It's got 333% of your daily value. It's got 50% of your daily value of folic acid. And then it also has a blend containing myo-inositol. I can never pronounce that right. That's got a huge connection with helping PCOS. Alpha-lipic acid, a grapeseed extract, coenzyme Q10, which is CoQ10. Huge connection with helping infertility, and melatonin. And I guess there's some research showing with vitamin E, CoQ10, and melatonin taken together how it can help. It says the recommended use as a dietary supplement: take 4 capsules daily in divided doses and discontinue pregnancy once pregnancy has been confirmed. And then on the other side, it says poor egg quality can lead to fertility issues by making it difficult for sperm to fertilize the eggs, causing problems with this and increasing the frequency of miscarriage. While there's no way to increase the number of eggs a woman has, it is possible to improve the quality of her eggs. And I think that's a huge thing. And then it goes on to say the myo-inositol, melatonin, and CoQ10 to protect egg cells from the damaging effects of free radicals and to help the egg cells produce the energy they need for successful conception and implantation. So the reason I bought this, and I've been taking it for about 3 weeks now. It's 7/21, so 3 weeks. And I'm not ovulating. Obviously, I think because of the 2 massive humongo cysts I had, about almost 1.5 inches on each ovary. So I don't think there was any chance I was going to ovulate anyways. But I don't really feel any side effects. The only side effect I had from this when I first started taking it was it does have melatonin in it, and I react to sleepy medication really easily. So that made a huge... I was really tired in the morning when I took it in the morning. I'm taking it 2 to 3 times a day, not the 4 doses, because I can never remember the 4th one. But hopefully, it says to take it for 3 months, so I'll have to order some more soon. Sorry, my cat's trying to eat my lunch. But if you do have PCOS or you have poor egg quality, I would definitely recommend getting the Review-Ovaboost. It is kind of expensive. It's like $29 a bottle for a month supply. But, I pay a $25 copay every time I go and get blood work or an ultrasound done. So, the next 2 months I'm not doing that. So I guess I can afford to do $30 a month on an extra supplement. And it might work, who knows? It's not like ultrasound and blood work's guaranteed to be correct too. So I would definitely recommend that. The other supplement I added is Maca, and I've been going back and forth on doing this one for many reasons. I started my husband on it, and he keeps trying to eat my lunch. Go away. I started my husband on it, and the only benefit so far is that TMI, but he's had like an incredibly increase in sex drive. And at first he didn't. He's like, this stuff isn't working, blah, 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 blah. But since then, he definitely has. So I started taking it, and I'm taking 1 to 2 a day, so 500 to 1,000 milligrams, which is under what they recommend. But I don't want to overdo it with supplements, especially starting off. I want to start off slow. And he's doing I think he's only doing 500 because he's also taking the CoQ10 and he's also taking L-arginine, which I'm going to throw into the mix soon. But what's funny is the Ovaboost makes me sleepy, and the Maca, I think, is causing my insomnia, because it's an energy. I've seen a spike in my energy from it since taking it. But at the same point, I can't sleep anymore at night, and I couldn't figure out what was doing it, and that's the only thing that I can think of that I've added, is the fact that I cannot fall asleep. I usually can pass out, and it's just not happening. But we'll see. I mean, I'm only a couple weeks into taking these, so maybe once next month it will, even out, and I'll be fine. The only thing with Maca is you need to stop taking it once you ovulate. So that's why I'm doing OPKs this month, because God forbid I do ovulate, I don't want to keep taking the Maca. So right now I'm just continuously taking it because I'm not ovulating. So there's no chance that I could get pregnant anyways. But the Maca is great. I mean, I think there's so many studies about how it can help balance your hormones. And the whole reason I started taking it was because the more research I did about cysts and decreasing them is to take DIM, or Maca, because it balances your hormones. And specifically Maca balance, it acts as a hormone, even though it's not a hormone, it's a food. But cysts produce estrogen, and this will create more progesterone to balance the estrogen to decrease the cysts. So research and study says via Google. So I started taking it, and I didn't think my cysts were going to rupture, which I don't know if they have or haven't yet. I'm calling tomorrow to see, because I was in a lot of pain Friday and Saturday, and I just pushed through it, and I didn't really rest because it's the weekend. I probably should have. I'm resting today, but I feel better today, and I spent a lot of day in the pool yesterday because it helped, just floating and not being like sitting on it or whatever. A lot of my pain is right in my hip, so it's like my right ovary into my hip, which is what I had. I've had cyst burst so much, so it's like I have a high tolerance to it. I just don't want anything bad to happen from it. So I don't know if the Maca had anything to do with maybe the cyst starting to leak or rupture or whatever it's doing, but I definitely think there's an increase of fluid on my right side, which was the smaller of the two follicles or cysts. I had a 3.2 and a 3.0 millimeters. So yeah, so that's the two supplements I've added to my regimen. In addition to those, I do take a prenatal. I do take a vitamin D. I am low on vitamin D. I'll be getting that checked again this week. I have a physical on Wednesday. So vitamin D, B complex, magnesium, because there's not enough magnesium in my prenatal. And I think that's a huge reason why I was cramping, even though my magnesium and potassium blood work came back normal. With everything that's been going on with my leg pain and everything, I'm just taking the magnesium, and I kind of do feel better when I do take it. Magnesium, omega-3s, the fish oils, the DHA. I think that's it. And I'm going to add L-arginine. My husband's been on it for over 2 years. My acupuncturist recommended it. It has increased his count and his motility. And his count when he first started taking it had tripled by the third IUI. And his motility from last year to this year increased by like 20%. So, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a lot. Especially when you're borderline, low, everything. So, with L-arginine for women, there's a lot of research that it helps with infertility. And it's actually, if I do IVF come October and November, I need to start an IVF kind of like plan, I guess, of eating and supplements and everything to prep for IVF. They say about 3 months out. So, like 3 months is the shortest, obviously. So I will definitely, be possibly adding more supplements to the massive amount that we have on our kitchen counter right now. I feel like a pharmacy sometimes. The other stuff I do take, I forgot to mention, is probiotics, digestive enzymes, and ginger root. Ginger has, it's used for like motion sickness and like stuff like that, and which I do get. I get car sick all the time, so I always take it if I don't know who's driving. But there's also a connection with ginger as well, so I take that. The probiotics, obviously, there's a huge connection. Your body needs to work, so if your stomach's not working, your body's not working. And the digestive enzymes, I have ox bile in them, and I take them for my the fact that I don't have a gallbladder anymore. And those super help. So if you ever, I know a lot of people on YouTube have recently gotten their gallbladder out, but the digestive enzymes are like a godsend when I'm not feeling good. So they just help. They just give a little extra boost to make things function without another organ in my body. So yeah, so that's it. So those are my 2 reviews. If you guys have been taking this or had success with these or have any comments like symptoms, side effects, or anything, comment below because I'd love to hear other people's opinions on these supplements. I know that a few YouTubers have been doing the Ovaboost and have done some reviews, but I haven't really heard a lot about the Maca. So any, suggestions, comments, questions, just post below. And I will see you guys soon.